Okay, what's up guys? Moxification here. I'm doing a sort of a video on like JTAGs, and it's gonna be sort of around um if you want to get a JTAG, or if you want to make up your mind if you want to get a JTAG. I'm gonna be going over like the positives and negatives, and where to buy one, and how to make one if you would want to. Um, and is it hard to use? Alright, so we're gonna go over these questions, and then there's some that I'm gonna take you to websites and show you some sort of places where you can buy them and stuff. So uh, should I get a JTAG, RGH, or RJTAG? Is the basic question of the whole thing, the whole video. So this is, should you get one? What can a JTAG do for you? It can allow you to mod games as such, depending on, well, you can mod games, any game really, if you knew how to, meaning, you could download some files, like a patch for COD 4 or whatever, or you can play old games, like arcade games for the original Xbox. That's what they were originally created for. Um, you can just mod. It's a lot of people use it now for modding, but originally it was for the arcade games for the original Xbox, and it allowed you to play them. And you can also play games for free, but that it's illegal, but you can still do it. I'm not saying go and do it because of that. I'm just saying it can be done for that. And you just put the ISO on the hard drive. Anyway, can I make one? You can make one. It's you can make an you can do the JTAG method. You can you could JTAG a console, but it has to be below a certain dashboard. I've forgotten what dashboard it is though. I'll try and put that in the description. Any information that will be related to this will be in the description. Just go to the description. And then so you could make one. You could RGH console as well. That's any dashboard, and any Xbox 360, as far as I'm aware. And the RJ tag is basically it boots quicker than a regular RGH. That's it. And yeah, so where can I buy one? I'm gonna show you a website in a second. I'm just gonna finish the two last questions. What does a JTAG do? It's the same sort of thing as the what can a JTAG do for me. It just it runs unsigned code, so it runs things like XEX menu, any sort of self-made program type of thing, application, and it will run it. It will just, like I said, it runs unsigned code, so that would include like freestyle dashboard, XCX menu, and XM360, loads of things. So took out. There's loads of custom things. And is it hard to use? No, it's not hard to use. But then even if you are a bit of a noob at it, practice makes perfect, supposedly. So it's not hard to use at all. So anyway, we're gonna go to a site that you can buy them from. We're gonna go to the a website for the UK. Repair your Xbox.co.uk. I bought Xboxes from here a while ago. I don't use it anymore, just because there's no need. But it's a good site. You go to the shop, and then you can buy consoles. RGH, JTAG consoles. You just click. If you want to buy an actual console, you can just click consoles for sale. Then, if you want to buy a JTAG, you go to JTAG consoles, and they sell RGH within the JTAG, but all of them are out of stock currently. So yeah, but they accept PayPal. That's a good site to go to, and also you can contact him on Skype, I think, if you want to go to him. Another one would be we'll go to the tech game. Real quick, we'll go to forums. We'll scroll down. We go to marketplace, and you've got Monoxide. That's where my JTAG is from. I got a Jasper our JTAG. And yeah, they have this guy has a load of prices. This is for I'm pretty sure he has uh, a sort of a place where you can go to. Let me just find it. Payments, no services. There's a certain place for like shipping. Maybe I think it's under shipping. There you go. Yeah, so he does it to a lot of places in Europe, and it's more money. The places it's going to, so Australia, £45, and then United Kingdom £5. So anyway, the other place for the US that I've heard good things about is 5K mods. I don't know if this is Mafia 5K, but I'm pretty sure it is. But however, it might not be. But that's what I've heard. I've heard that it's 5K mods, but however, it might not. But yeah, this guy is quite good as well. And he does it for the US and probably Canada too. I don't know though. But obviously, I've never tried him before, but I've just heard that he's good. So I definitely recommend going to him. However, I've never tested it. And then that's sort of it for there. And then we will go to the positives and negatives of having a JTAG console. So positives, we'll start off with the good things. You can host modded lobbies. That's the main thing that everyone will want to have a JTAG. Get games for free. That's the sort of illegal type of ISO method, that I spoke about before, and I don't recommend doing it. It's just I don't do it. I install my gamers off of the disc, and you can play them without the disc as long as you've installed them. But I keep my discs all the time, so yeah. And play original Xbox games, so things like there was a beer run. I forgot I think it's called Beer Run actually. I don't know though. There's a game, really fun games, like sort of Nintendo type of games, but for the Xbox, just the original Xbox, but for 360. Change dashboard. You can change the dashboard to whatever dashboard you want, as long as you know how to. It's not hard. It takes about 10 minutes. You just have to flash your NAND to a different dashboard. You just change it. Yeah, it's not hard. And you could look into that yourself. So run unstained code, XEX menu, 3-star dashboard, and dash launch. There's many more. For example, FX menu. It's just another version of XEX menu. It's just it's made by different people, and it's undetected on Xbox Live. So a lot of people use that. Use modding tools such as JTAG Toolbox, James T, Yoda V4, MW3 Unlocks tool, loads of programs, GTA tools, everything. However, you will need to use plugins for that, and do system link recoveries on like for Modern Warfare 2 and stuff. And you can infect COD 4 and COD 5 mod menus, infectable mod menus. So negatives of having a JTAG would be console bans, like your regular Xbox console bans, account bans, which can definitely happen. Not saying they don't happen. They definitely happen. But they won't necessarily happen all the time. They just happen whenever they happen. For like modding online or whatever. At the moment, you have to pay to connect to Xbox Live, depending on if you have a method or not. If you have an online method with a JTAG, then it's normally going to be free. However, mostly a lot of the time you have to pay to actually connect to Xbox Live. And then also KV bans. It means you have to, if your KV gets banned, you have to buy a new KV. And KVs are, people say they're expensive. They're not really that expensive for what they are and what they allow you to do. And also a KV is a key vault, if you don't know. So yeah, a lot of questions that people ask though are like, what is a JTAG? And like, what's a key vault, or what's a KV? And what is stealth, and loads of questions like that. sort of newbie type of questions. So what is a JTAG? And also people ask, what does JTAG mean? I don't know what JTAG the word means, but a JTAG is SMC hack, and the wording of SMC, I've forgotten what that is. But there was definitely a meaning of JTAG, but I've forgotten what it actually is. And then so that's a JTAG. What's a KV? That's a key vault. That allows you to either unban your Xbox, your JTAG, and it's sort of you could get a banned KV. A KV is basically a tiny piece of code on every single Xbox, and with the JTAG it allows you to access that code and it allows you to change it. But whereas on a retail console, if your KV were to get banned on your retail console, you couldn't do anything about it. So that is what KV is. And then the last one, I've forgotten what the last question thing was. Oh yeah, stealth. What is stealth? Stealth is, there's loads of different types of stealth, but people always call different things stealth. Stealth is just a name of a group of people that created a server for people to go online on their JTAGs, and people just use the word stealth sort of to generalize a certain going online method for a JTAG. So it's really sort of different to what things are. So what I mean is, you could have a method and people would just call it stealth when it might not really be stealth. So stealth is just sort of an online method for a JTAG to connect to the Xbox Live. And also people ask, why do you have to pay and why can't you just connect to Xbox Live for free? Now there are certain built-in to the system, the Xbox system, reasons why you couldn't connect to Xbox Live on a JTAG, and that's it's to do with if you were to try to connect to Xbox Live on a JTAG, it would just be an instant ban, and so that's where stealth sort of originally. That's why it was called stealth, because you were stealth, you weren't detected, and that's how it was. But you still get banned on your JTAG, just it takes a longer time, a longer process. So anyway, I'm gonna go play Xbox Live now on my JTAG currently, because I am on my JTAG. So yeah, definitely subscribe if you're new. Like the video as well if it kind of helped you, and if you didn't find out a question that you wanted to know, or you have any questions, just put that in the comments and I'll definitely reply to you. And if I don't know the question, then I'll ask someone, and then I'll definitely get an answer to you at some point. But yeah, just put a comment down and then I'll try and help you out. So yeah, thanks guys, Moxification, and goodbye. Peace.